Polish president convenes urgent meeting as Russian missile likely entered its airspace.
Prime Minister urged to ensure payment activities of credit institutions.
Impressive art program, The Eternal Spring Source.
Hello, I am Yến, and so good to see you again in today's news. The Polish president convenes an urgent meeting with officials and military leaders after a suspected Russian missile likely entered the Polish airspace.
The chief of the General Staff of the Polish Armed Forces, General Wiesław Kukula, stated that a Russian missile had flown through Polish airspace and then returned to Ukraine. Germany's DW reported that the missile penetrated about 40 kilometers within Polish territory. The Polish Ministry of Foreign Affairs has summoned the temporary diplomat of Russia and handed out the notary, demanding an explanation of the case. Poland's allies, including the United States and NATO, have expressed solidarity with Poland and stated that they are monitoring the situation. This incident came after the Russian military launched its largest airstrike into Ukraine. Shortly after the attack, the UN Security Council held an emergency meeting on Russia's new airstrike in Ukraine.
The Vietnamese Prime Minister had just requested to ensure the payment activities of credit institutions to meet the demand for legal transactions and payments of people and businesses in the last days of 2023, as well as the during New Year and Lunar New Year 2024.
The Prime Minister asked the State Bank of Vietnam to order involved organizations to operate the payment system and switching financial transactions to ensure stable, safe operation of payments, serving the needs of payment and cash withdraw through the ATM system before and during the New Year and Tet holidays of 2024. In the same time, effectively providing payment services through the National Interbank Payment System, and closely coordinating with relevant agencies to strengthen inspection, timely detecting and strictly handling violations in the trading of foreign currency, gold that are not in accordance with the law. This directive aims to meet the credit needs of business and people in production at the end and the beginning of the year.
In the evening of December 29th, Nghệ An radio and television station just organized an art program under the theme The Eternal Spring Source to honor two musicians, Lê Hàm and Dương Hồng Từ, who just received the State Prize for Literature and Art in 2022.
Along with the presentation of two book works, folk music of Thanh ethnic group in Nghệ An and folk music of Hmong ethnic group in Nghệ An province, the art program themed The Eternal Spring Source, consisting three parts, the flow of singing, left with time, and sweetness of life, brought the audiences an impressive night full of emotions when meeting and listening to the two musicians sharing about their love for music, their research journey, composition and preservation of traditional culture of ethnic groups. The audiences also enjoyed typical musical works in the state award-winning ensemble of two composers. The program was a gratitude to the two musicians who are always dedicated to music, creating a strong foundation for the development of cultural and art heritage in the province.
Upcoming are some updated news.
During the New Year holiday 2024, major tourist destinations in Nghệ An province such as Kim Linh Special National Heritage Site in Nam Dan District, Trung Bo National Monument in Do Lung District, Quang Trung Emperor Temple in Vinh City, and Hoang Mui Temple in Hưng Nguyên District are open as usual. Many tourist areas have been revamped to welcome visitors, notably the ecological tourism areas of Hòn Mát in Nghĩa Lộc Camille, Nghệ An District, and Hòn Nhạn in Diễn Đoài Camille, Diễn Châu District. Furthermore, community tourist attractions in western districts are also ready to welcome visitors, while historical sites, ecological tourist spots, shopping and entertainment areas are all set to bring joy and excitement for local residents and visitors from other localities.
In the past 2 weeks, medical facilities have seen a rise in cases of children affected by influenza A. This seasonal flu strain has symptoms similar to common flu types but can lead to more serious complications if not promptly and properly treated. Each day, the Central Pediatric Hospital receives from 50 to 70 children hospitalized due to influenza. All cases originate from common symptoms such as fever, cough, shortness of breath. Some children don't have obvious symptoms but all testing positive for influenza. Unusual climate change creates suitable conditions for the proliferation of influenza viruses, including influenza A. Doctors recommend parents to ensure proper nutrition for their kids to prevent influenza A and other infectious diseases. Parents and teachers also need to detect influenza A in children early to quarantine and prevent its spread in school environments.
South Africa has requested the International Court of Justice (ICJ) based in The Hague of Netherlands to issue an emergency decree, claiming that Israel has violated its obligations under the 1948 Anti-Genocide Convention for its campaign against Hamas in the Gaza Strip. South Africa calls for ICJ to take measures to protect the rights of the Palestinian people and to force Israel to comply with its obligations under the convention. However, Israel has rejected South Africa's allegations. The Israeli Defense Forces also announced the launch of military operations in the Kirbet Iqza area in southern Gaza, where Hamas launched a surprise attack on Israel on October 7. Israel also reported the discovery of tunnels and a large amount of Hamas weapons. Israel's retaliatory attacks on Hamas have so far killed more than 21,500 Palestinians, nearly 56,000 injuries.
Amidst the challenging conditions in the real estate market, a series of policies were implemented in 2023 to remove obstacles and recover the real estate market. These policies come to life and have positive impacts on the real estate market. More in the following story.
In the past, land was a segment with very active transactions. However, in the first 6 months of 2023, very few transactions in this segment have been reported. Other segments also experienced a slowdown in transactions. To remove difficulties and obstacles to the real estate market, a series of policies have been issued.
These policies have opened more access in terms of capital for customers and investment in the right and targeted purpose, thereby avoiding rampant investment. This also helps project owners to speed up projects with appropriate funding.
In Nghệ An, by the end of 2023, the real estate market witnessed positive changes. The number of files participating in land use rights auctions and the rate of successful auctions increased. Many other segments also showed signs of warming up.
By analyzing the market, I found that land prices have bottomed out. This is the right time to invest. I see that the project segment offers many preferential policies. Other price segments are also attractive and able to invest.
Despite these positive changes, the real estate market still faces difficulties and obstacles related to legal procedures, credit access, land allocation procedures, land lease and land pricing. Recently, on December 17, 2023, the Prime Minister signed another Directive No. 1376 on the resolute, timely and effective implementation of solutions to boost real estate market. With the economic recovery, hopefully that the real estate market will have steady and sustainable development.
Now is the end of the show today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.